Swirl nails. This is what we're going to do. These are the products that I'm using and the tools that I'm using, just briefly showing you the colors that I'll be using. I'm going to show you different techniques on how to do swirl nails. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It took me some time to record this, so I apologize. On this first example, what I want you to pay attention to is how I apply the color, one color near the cuticle. I don't want to have to swirl around the cuticle so that I don't get it into the quick of the nail. So I'm going to use my first color and I'm going to place dots sporadically and have all my dots on the nail, all my different colors before I start swirling. Notice how I have the separation and I do not have any of the orange color at the base. This is going to give a gradient effect and it's going to allow me to apply more of the white or yellow where I want it to be applied. See how I use a zigzag motion and then I go back around to the sides and make sure that I pull that gel all the way down the nail. Here's another example where I'm going to use white as the base and then I'm going to apply the color of choice on top of it and then do just random swirls. This is if you really don't want to have any continuity in the colors and you just want to do a basic swirl nail. It is pretty, but it gets hard to do when you use more than two colors. So think about that. You don't want muddled colors. You definitely want a gradient or a transition. On this nail, I'm going to be using a clear gel top coat. If the velocity is thicker, it's going to help with just one color. You can also apply like a dot of glitter in this. This is really pretty. It allows the clear to be present in the art, in the example. So I think the trick is there's many different ways that you can do it. There's almost no wrong way to do it unless you muddle the colors together. Remember, less is more. So just a little bit of dragging, swirling, and a little bit of gel. Notice how I always start with a solid color near the cuticle area. I don't want to have to swirl by the cuticle. I always do different separations of colors so that I can get a gradient effect. Make sure to wipe off your brush if you don't want to have a certain color on part of the nail. I always zigzag like a Z or maybe an S without the hooks. And then I just bring in the colors and make sure that I pull the gel to make sure that the full nail is covered. Notice here, I hardly bring any blue down to the tip. Here I'm applying a white base. See how I have the gel hit the cuticle area? Make sure you pull back that cuticle. I'm pulling back the cuticle. You can do this on a client. I'm pulling back that cuticle and I'm making sure that I'm getting into that area where it bled into the cuticle and making sure that it's clean. Notice how I give separation to my dots with the black. This is, I think, the prettiest swirl nail that I did. It was the easiest. And I'm just drawing random lines through the black and I'm pulling the white into the black and the black into the white. I'm wiping off my brush. If you see a glob of gel on the side of the nail, you definitely can use your fingers to pull the excess from the sides, just like I'm doing here. And you can keep doing that to pull that excess off. On this nail, I'm using a clear top coat base. And I'm just applying glitter and I'm going to swirl that. You also can bring in a separate color if you want, but a lot of clients just like this simple abstract swirl design. You can see I did this example with the middle finger with the black, silver, and clear. And this is how I started out. I applied lines of colors to create my swirl. And it's not a bad way to start out. It still looks pretty, it's still abstract. And if you don't like how it comes out, start over. It's simple, it's easy, wipe it away, make sure your cuticles are clean, and just start over. Don't keep a nail that you don't like the swirls. It's so easy and simple to do. Be encouraged, have fun, and just experiment. So I was happy with that, I think. And you always cap your swirl nails with 1 or 2 coats of gel. You see me here, I'm putting it in the light. And then for this one, I believe it's another gradient. Just look at that black and white one. It's so pretty. I was so proud of myself. And it doesn't matter what colors you use. You can use complementary colors, and I think that's pretty. You can see the vibrant different colors here. You could do an ombre effect with all the rest of the nails and just have one swirl nail. I took a dot of yellow and placed it into the orange and wiped off my brush, and now I'm dragging the different colors in. This was another very pretty nail. It came out so well. I'm always wiping off my brush in between my strokes here. I know you can't see that, but it helps to keep the colors separate. Oh yes, I love this one. This is giving me life right now. Yay, look at that. I could have pulled the gel a little bit more on that now, and in the final picture you'll see I should have probably took a little bit more gel off the side. If you do a nail and you have cured it and there's a bubble at the end where it's thicker than it should be, please, please, please correct that. File off the little bump and then just apply a base color gel there to cover up the nail. Don't have your nails be lumpy and bumpy. There's nothing worse than having a beautiful nail art on a nail, but you've got the gel too thick in an area and then it turns lumpy and bumpy and you put all that hard work in it. Go back, correct your mistake. It takes 1 minute to fix. And here you have it. Here I'm just showing you the different nails. I'm capping them once or twice with a gel top coat. Make sure you get the edges of the nail. And there you have it. I like them all. It's fun, it's easy. Practice. Make sure to wipe off your brush in between strokes, and good luck. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, please leave some comments or share this or tag somebody you know. I know for me it was really intimidating, but it's so much fun. And the next video, we'll do it with acrylic. This has only been gel. So you guys have a wonderful day. Many blessings to you, and I'll be back soon. Bye.